Phil. You're greatly appreciated. Baker here for 3. Knocks out pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. That's going to get Gilman with a double and scored. And that's a deep fly ball left field. And it's going to be gone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Here from the historic Chrysler Fieldhouse here in Newcastle, Indiana. We have your 11-4 Wapahani Lady Raiders taking on the 7-7 Newcastle Lady Trojans here tonight. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster. It's Brandon Orvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We thank you all for tuning in here for this Thursday evening here of Indiana High School girls basketball here tonight, as we'll get right into things here tonight again with our Raiders Live pregame show, again presented by the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So Wapahani coming off of a perfect 2-0 day last Wednesday afternoon and evening in the 2021 Wapahani Girls Basketball Holiday Tournament, in which the Raiders was able to come away with a couple of victories, first over Centerville, and then got a big victory then not over Centerville. They beat Muncie Burris, pardon me. They beat Muncie Burris, and then they beat the Alexandria Lady Tigers there in the championship game 61-52, and that Alexandria team's a tough group. They have a really good team again this year, and so that was a huge win last Wednesday night for this Lady Raider basketball team, and kind of a little bit more of a signature win here for us. You know, we've had some tough losses this year. The 4 losses we have are to teams that are ranked in the respective classes. So it's nice to kind of get over the hump essentially a little bit, and get a good victory. Now you come in here to tonight's ball game playing against a 4A school such as Newcastle in the world's largest and finest high school field house, and it's a big game, no doubt about it. But same thing I said during the JV broadcast. Don't let the venue, don't let the school kind of help determine how big this game is. At the end of the day, it's still the same game. You continue to play all year long. You've got to put it all out there on the floor, though. You've got to play a solid 32 minutes of basketball, fundamentally sound basketball, in which, you've got to do a lot of things correctly. You've got to bring the intensity and the energy and the pressure on the defensive end. Be very active. We've really done a nice job all season long. We're only allowing 39 points a game. And a lot of credit there is, again, to our defense and our tenacity that we show. But then, you've got to rebound the basketball. You've got to complete possessions. And then on the offensive end, got to look to continue to attack the rim. And then when that defense kind of falters a little bit there towards the inside, you kick it out, you start knocking some shots down. But it all starts with taking the ball to the rim, attacking the basket, looking to score. And if you get fouled, that's a bonus. We're looking forward to hopefully what it will be a great game here tonight for Wapahani. Tough opponent here in the Newcastle Lady Trojans. We're looking forward to it, and we hope you are as well. So again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show, again presented by the Liberty Perry Alumni Association. We'll step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back here with tonight's starting lineups and the tip-off. We're again here from Chrysler Fieldhouse in Newcastle, Indiana. Wise now on. Thrasher for three more. Yes! Kendall Thrasher with a big three. Franks pulls up for three, and man, dialing another one up. Here's for three. Lee with the rebound. Now her first of the night, and now Baker with the rainmaker. Takes it to the middle, kicks it out. Andrew steps up there for the three.
Basketball fans, it's game time!
Alrighty, folks, again, welcome back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. We'll take a look here at tonight's next Home Elite Real Estate starting lineup here for your Wapahani Lady Raiders. Starting off here at the guard position, a 5'4" junior, number 2, Reese Baker. At the other guard, a 5'4" junior, number 3, Kendall Thrasher. Then we have here at one guard, it is number 23, a 5'7" senior, number 23, Malia York. At one forward, a 5'11" junior, number 25, Cameron Wise. And at the other forward, a 5'7" junior, number 32, Lauren Luce. So again, that is tonight's starting lineup there for Wapahani. Again, the Raiders, again, head coached there by Scott Hudson, assisted by Curly Boggs and Bracken Bargy. Now the starting lineup here for the Newcastle Lady Trojans looks like this. Starting at one forward, number 10, Sacagawea Watson. At one forward, number 13, Morley Blessinger. At the other guard here, we have number 20, Emma Blackburn. At forward, it's number 24, J.C. Reeves. And at guard, number 30, Chloe Vaughn. Again, the Lady Trojans are coached by Molly Bates. So again, that is tonight's starting lineups here, folks. Again, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Again, we had some issues during our JV broadcast earlier, at least there in the second half anyway, with the Wi-Fi connection. It was making our video glitchy, and I apologize for that. Again, it's not something that we can necessarily control, especially in game, but we do apologize for that, and hopefully things will be a lot better here for us in this varsity broadcast here tonight. But again, we do want to thank everyone for spending your Thursday night here with us. We're right here at the end of the week, and pushing strong here. Got a very busy end to the week here for us on the broadcast, and again, it all starts here tonight. So tip off here from Chrysler Fieldhouse as tonight's game is officially underway here at 7:31 p.m. here on this January the 6th, 2022. Again, Wapahani coming into the ball game, 11-4 here on the season. Perfect 2-0 last week, and looking to continue their winning ways here tonight. They're into the corner now. It's going to be a Wapahani turnover, first of the evening here for the Lady Raiders. That's number 30, Vaughn, right there to the middle. Watson getting guarded here by Wise, and that's going to be a Raider takeaway. Nice hands there by Cameron Wise. And we're going to have a reach-in foul now on Newcastle. So the foul number 24, J.C. Reeves, her first, team's first. Inbound pass here to Kendall Thrasher. Double screen set right there. Thrasher now on to Baker, and Baker with the rainmaker. Big time shot there from Reese. Again, she had 20, I believe it was 25 or 26 points last Wednesday there in that championship game. Wise there with a rebound, and will get the putback to go. So a quick 5-0 start here for Wapahani. Again, it all starts here on the defensive end. Contesting shots, creating turnovers, a rebound there by Lauren Luce, her first rebound tonight. And then the Raiders will turn it right back over there for the second time. Left side now up top. That's number 20, Blackburn. Vaughn here to the right side. Again, Blessinger down low. That's number 24, Reeves. No good. Wise will corral the rebound. Now her second on the evening. She'll go ahead and take that bad boy coast to coast. Misses a layup. And now Baker right there for three more. making it rain from downtown. An 8-0 start here for the Lady Raiders, as a timeout here from Newcastle will be charged here with their first timeout here of the evening. And I'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. Again, we greatly appreciate all of our sponsors, and we'd like to send out a big thanks here to the Liberty Perry Alumni Association. President Richard Morse and his entire board serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyperryalumni.com to get any information on upcoming events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items. They're on their web store. So you can greatly appreciate them for their sponsorship of us. Again, the Liberty Perry Alumni Association. So again, 8-0 Wapahani, and that's going to be a foul here on the play. And that foul is going to be here on Wapahani's number 2, Reese Baker. That will be her first, team's first. So at the line here will be number 20, Emma Blackburn, as the first free throw attempt will be up and good. Second free throw attempt will be up. And off the front iron, no good that time. Rebounded there by Wise. That is now rebound number 3. Kicks it there to the corner. Thrasher. Cross-court pass there to Lauren Luce on the right wing. Back to Thrasher again out near half court. Wise finds herself now in the corner. Up top again, swung on. That's Malia York. Now to Baker here on the right corner. Up top again as the Raiders continue moving around the perimeter here a little bit. Wise finds Luce again. Another pass right there to York. Up top, Luce finds Wise down low, and the basket's up and good. A nice pass right there, leading her to the basket. And then for Wise to make the catch and to put it right in there for 2 more. That's now 4 points on the night here for Cameron Wise. Again, the assist there to Luce, as that will be a Newcastle turnover. And now deflected out of bounds, and possession will stay right here with Wapahani. So a absolutely fantastic start here for the Lady Raiders. Exactly what you're hoping for. Doing their job here on the defensive end to start. There's Malia York. No good for 3. Rebounded by number 20, Emma Blackburn, here of Newcastle. Meek, no good. Battle for it there. Thrasher ends up corralling the rebound right there. Up top there to Thrasher. The Raiders a little careless right there. Ends up in a turnover. Third turnover now here in the first quarter for Wapahani. That's going to be a deep 3 right there. The bank is not open, but somehow got her own rebound, then threw it out of bounds. So that will now be Trojans. Here with 4:13 to play in the opening quarter tonight. So Luce will inbound. Again, we'll see a little full court pressure put on here from the Lady Trojans. Wise there along the sideline. Kicks it to the in and out, no good. That was a really nice look there from Thrasher, nearly connected on it. Down low, Watson, as we've got a shot there from Blackburn. The bank is open right there in the middle of the paint. So Blackburn with all 3 points here for Newcastle. Luce all the way right here, finds Baker. Another 3 is up. Off the mark that time. That was well defended there by Blackburn. Dish down low, Watson gets it tipped away. Nice save there from Blackburn, and then Watson with an acrobatic shot up and good there for 2. So the Lady Trojans able to complete a couple points the last times around right here, and now the offensive foul on Wise. And that's one thing, and again, I'm not here to be mean whatsoever, but that tends to happen. You know, you've got to be in control. You've got to be aware of the situation. You know, you're bringing the ball up the floor like that. And that's, you know, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. But, you know, you see someone, you know, kind of parked right in front of you right there. You know, you've got to find another way to the basket then. because that's going to be called every day of the week and twice on Sunday. And so a basket right there from number 5, Ava Stearns, will now force Wapahani to take a timeout here of their own. This will be their first charge timeout here tonight, a 30-second timeout. So we will go ahead and step aside here for a quick timeout of our own. Again, it is Wapahani 10, Newcastle 7, here with 3:01 to play here in the first quarter.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, again, welcome back from break. And they got a little bit started early there by a couple seconds. Thrasher there for 3, tickles the twine. Big-time shot right there from Kendall. Her first points on the night. And the Raiders now back to a 6-point lead. And that's going to be another turnover created. Now the 5th. And then the Raiders will give it right back to them. Little Euro step right there from Stearns, up and good for 2. Guess that works in the NBA and WNBA and the, I guess, Indiana High School as well. Layla Lee here at the top. Again, she came in during the timeout. Baker now to Luce, down low. Got the deflection. And then Wapahani will get called for the double dribble, so that is now our 6th turnover. Yeah, you have a 4-point lead, but we've allowed them to get right back in it because we've been careless with the basketball, unfortunately. So we've got Emily Thompson now in here for the first time this evening. Again, now at the 2-minute mark, remaining here in the first, and there is number 10, Watson, up and good there for 2 more. So again, after a hot start here for Wapahani, led 10-1. Now Newcastle's answered back here with a 10-3 run. Lee up top here to Luce, now to Thompson. Got a $1:35 to play here in the opening quarter. Thompson to the right side, finds Baker, stop, pop, and no good. Luce though with a backside rebound, now her 3rd. Wise no good. Now Lee will corral another offensive rebound. Luce underneath, no good again. Goodness sakes. And now we'll have a foul here on Wapahani, and this one's going to be here on number 32, Lauren Luce. Her first, team's 3rd. And so we'll see number 30. And the little runner up and good by number 15, Maddie Meek. So that will tie the game up here at 13. Again, that is now a 12-3 run here from Newcastle to even things up. 47 seconds to play. Thompson's trying to find somebody open right here. Nobody able to, and another loose ball, and ends up in another Wapahani turnover. Again, we average right around 12 turnovers a game, and we already have 7 here in the first quarter. That is not a good recipe. So an inbound play here. It's going to be number 30, Chloe Vaughn, to inbound along the baseline. Finds Watson. And she will be fouled in on the shot to potentially give the Trojans a lead for the first time this evening. And the foul is going to be here on Wapahani's number 12, Layla Lee, her first, team's 4th. First free throw attempt here for Watson will be up and no good. So the second of 2 for Watson will be up and good that time. So that will give Newcastle a 1-point lead. Thompson there again across half court, finds Lauren Luce. Hey, I might as well go ahead and take the three right there. He was wide open. Might as well. Three is up. No good that time. Rebounded there by Meek. Still have a couple seconds left. She'll take the three. It's up, and it's good. So not a very good way to end this first quarter whatsoever for Wapahani. He was up 10-1, and then for whatever reason, the wheels fell off, and we're down by 4 here at the end of one quarter. So we will step aside here for a quick break. Again, it's Newcastle 17, Wapahani 13. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here as we are just about set to begin this second quarter play. Again, here with Dr. Karen J. Wolf Family Dentistry Game Break. As Newcastle, again, will start off the second quarter with possession of the basketball in a 4-point lead. Meek for two, no good. And that's going to fall short and out of bounds. And so Wapahani will take over here offensively. Again, I don't want anybody thinking that I was, again, trying to be too harsh here on your Lady Raiders, but obviously extremely frustrating as Wise gets the bucket and the foul. So she will head to the line here for one more. The foul was on number 24, J.C. Reeves. That's her second, team second. But what I was saying was, though, you have a 10-1 lead. A large part of the reason why Newcastle got right back into it and then ended up taking a lead, 4-point lead into the second quarter, was because we didn't take good care of the basketball. You've got to pay attention to detail, got to be aware of your surroundings, and you've got to make good on opportunities. And you can't afford to turn the ball over at an alarming rate right there. As Cameron Wise knocks home three more, so she now has 9 points, 3 rebounds. Again, that was all credited right there. The offensive rebound there from Lauren Luce. Wise there with the tip pass, and then is fouled on the way back up again. So some good action right here. But again, we started doing some really nice things there from the get-go on our defensive end. Creating turnovers. We was contesting shots. Nothing was easy there for the Lady Trojans. And then all of a sudden, again, the timeout was called, and it was like, they just kind of flipped the switch. And, we couldn't get it going, that we started facing more full court pressure there from Newcastle, and we weren't able to, to really, take care of the basketball. So 0 for 2 on that trip to the line again there for Wise. Unfortunately there for her, coming up empty on all 3 so far. Getting in and out. Tough break there for Cameron. So again, a 1-point Wapahani lead. Now 53 seconds into this second quarter. Again, Lee up there on Meek. Little crossover right here. Now a handoff to Blackburn. Kicks it over here to Vaughn. And again, this Newcastle team is a good team. You can kind of somewhat be distracted a little bit there by the record of 7-7. They play some good teams. They play a tough schedule. So, they're not, some sort of a slouch team by any means here. The 3 from Luce, no good. Got her own rebound and put it right back up off the glass. And good there for 2. Good for her. So Luce now with a couple of points. 5 rebounds total. But again, if I was you guys out there, again, don't focus so much here on the record. This is a good Newcastle team, but you can't allow them to kind of have their way with you. And on the defense, you just got to handle the pressure a little bit better. Wise with a rebound right there. And instead, okay, we're going to have a foul here on Wise. Not sure I necessarily understand that, but obviously the referee must have seen something. So again, that's going to be Wise's second, team's fifth. Shots up and good. And they're saying that's a three-point basket there for Meek. So a 2-point lead here for the Lady Trojans. Meek gets that shot stuffed right there from Layla Lee. And so it's now a little opportunity here for Wapahani to even things right back up. And she'll lose that ball. It's going to be out of bounds there off the Trojans. As we'll see number 23, Malia York, return to the floor for Wapahani. And now we're going to have a technical foul here on head coach Scott Hudson. And so we will have, let's see, it's going to be number 15, Maddie Meek, at the line. So again, Wapahani will now have 16 fouls. And a free throw off the mark there on the first one. And knocks home the second one. So a 3-point lead. So again, it's going to be Wapahani basketball.
Should be their ball. They got a technical foul. They get the ball. It's a technical foul. They get the free throws.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that it was a technical foul, but there was a foul on our end. I thought that was on the shot. So all right, well, nonetheless, I guess I don't know much basketball. 23-20, no good there on the shot. Off the mark right there. Actually, I do remember now what had happened. The ball ended up going out of bounds off of Newcastle, and head coach Scott Hudson was not exactly happy with the call. Thought there might have been a foul, there. No call was made, and then the technical foul. Then after that, so that was that whole mess. So that was right. Which again, you got a technical foul. Yeah, it's usually 2 shots in the ball. I get that. But then I forgot there on the other end, on our offensive end, where it was just out of bounds there off of Newcastle. So that's where we got the mess up right there. No good on the shot. It's going to be rebounded by number 5, Stearns. And out of bounds there off of the Trojans. So that will be now turnover number 7. So again, just a little over 4.5 to play here in the first half. Wise takes it in, and she will be fouled on the way up. So a couple more free throws here for Cameron. Fouls on number 5, Ava Stearns, her first, team's 4th. Okay, pardon me, team's 5th. First one's off the mark. Second of 2 here for Wise. Will be up and no good. So tough break here for Cameron so far. Again, has shot all 5 free throws. And unfortunately, none of them has went through the net. But the night is still young. Blackburn, no good. Battle for the basketball. Thrasher comes up with it down court. Here's Layla Lee up and good there with the right hand for 2. So Lee there with her first points on the night to go along with a rebound. And it's back down to a 1-point Newcastle lead. Nice defense there from Thrasher. And a foul's called. So the foul on Thrasher, her first. Team 7th. We'll have Watson back in for Newcastle. Luce back in for Wapahani. The second of 2 will be up and good. So again, Emma Hart knocking down both of those. Again, coming into the night, best free throw shooter on the team here for Newcastle, coming in at 88%. And off there to Wise. And a blocking foul will be on number 3, Emma Hart. Her first. Team's 6th. So Luce to inbound here along the sideline. Finds Layla Lee. Back to Luce, now up top. Kendall Thrasher out near half court. Left side, Lee drives to the middle of the paint, finds Wise down low and gets the friendly roll to go. So Wise again adds 2 more. That's 11 now tonight here for Cameron. Got a good pass there from Lee. Step back 3 from Hart. The bank is open. So not only is she, again, their best free throw shooter, also one of the best 3-point shooters on the team. Wise gets, or not Wise, pardon me, Baker there with a shot block. Got a 4-point lead here for the Lady Trojans. Getting close to 2.5 minutes to play. And Wise there with a rebound, her 4th on the night. There's Thrasher pulling the trigger and no good. Wise there with a backside rebound, now her 5th. And again, Thrasher will set things up here for the Lady Raiders offensively. Right side here, handoff. That is Layla Lee for 3, no good. Got her own rebound and puts her right back in and fouled on the same motion. Yes. So the foul will be here on Newcastle's number 10. Watson, her first, team's 7th. And both teams now in the bonus. And we've got a free throw coming here for Layla Lee. We'll see Emily Thompson back in a game for Cameron Wise. And a free throw attempt here for Layla will be up and no good. So now the Raiders 0 of 6 from the free throw line so far. Big difference in the game right now. You know, even if you knock half of those down, you're up by 1 point. Watson underneath puts it off the glass there for 2. There's Lauren Luce for 3. No good. Left that one a little short. Baker, though, with a rebound. And the foul's on number 20, Emma Blackburn. Now her 2nd. Team's 8th. And so back to the line here for Wapahani. This time it will be Reese Baker. And the first one's going to be up and good. Again, Baker coming into the night. Again, best free throw shooter on the team. And a little over 80% from the line. Knocks home the second one as well. So now 8 points on the night here for Reese, go along with 1 rebound. Wapahani again only down by 2. Hart dumps it down low there to Watson. No good there on the hook shot. Rebounded by Emily Thompson, her first of the night. As the Raiders push it up floor, and not sure exactly what happened there. Thompson passed her the ball. All y'all know it was a turnover, but Thompson passed her the ball, and then Thrasher just put her hands down, didn't try to go after the ball. I don't know if she thought that the ball was tipped. That's my assumption anyway. And there's Meek for 3 more. Thompson finds Thrasher, kicks it outside, loose, and that's going to be thrown away for the 10th turnover here in the first half for Wapahani. And we have 58 seconds to play here in the first half. Again, make sure to stick around here with us. We'll have our halftime report coming up, recapping the first half, breaking things down there a little bit as Newcastle turn over. That is now their 8th. Neither team has taken very good care of the basketball here. Neither one of them really wants the thing. Blackburn, no good for 2. And that's going to be lost out of bounds. That's going to be Wapahani basketball. Really nice job there by Reese Baker getting back defensively. Contesting the shot right there to at least make it difficult. Lee there to loose. Baker again here in the corner up top. There's Emily Thompson, 10 seconds to play. Baker there to the inside, and she's going to be fouled on the shot. Again here with 3 seconds remaining. So the foul's going to be here on number 20, Emma Blackburn, now her 3rd, team's 9th. So again, 2 shots here for Baker. First one's up and good. It's going to be big time right here. I mean, yeah, you want to at least make one. Obviously, Baker did that, but big right here to knock both of these down. Hopefully, then only go into the half down by 3. So again, one more here for Baker. Free throw's going to be up. No good. And they're not even going to get a shot off in time, and that's going to be the end of the first half. As we have a halftime score here, it's Newcastle 33, Wapahani 29. Again, as we said here, make sure to stay with us. We'll have our halftime report coming up, recap our upcoming broadcast. The rest of the week right here is we wind down the week with 3 nights of Lady Raider and Wapahani Raider boys basketball here on the WHS network. So, again, stay right here with us. Again, it's Newcastle 33, Wapahani 29. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here to the Dr. Carrots A. Wolf Family Dentistry game break at the half. Again, it is Wapahani down by 4 here to Newcastle, 33-29. And interesting first half of basketball, to say the least. Didn't start off too well for Newcastle at all. The Raiders went off the rails there for us. Was down by 4 then at the end of 1. We've kind of then stayed right here in it. Neither team has really, pushed the envelope, so to speak, there in the first half. At least in the second, and so it's, still that 4-point lead there for Newcastle. But the main thing is here for Wapahani is just taking better care of the basketball. I mean, that's been our Achilles heel so far. Newcastle ended up having 8 first half turnovers. We had 11. But you can't afford to do that. We only averaged 12 turnovers a game coming into this, and we're already basically there. We're at 11. So you got to be better. I did want to say, for some oddly known reason, our entire first half, the Wi-Fi has been really good. And now for all of a sudden, the same, and it's happened the same time as what it did the JV game. The varsity, now here in the varsity game, we're having Wi-Fi issues again. And so that might make the video glitchy. Again, I'm not sure how this is happening because I actually lowered our video quality so that it wouldn't use the amount of bandwidth. And so we was actually in really good shape. We shouldn't be having any problems at all. And for whatever reason, we still are. So I'm going to see if I can figure this out right here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop this broadcast. I'm going to stop the broadcast, and then I'm going to go back live again when I can get things corrected here, because I'm not quite sure why this is still happening again in the same point as what it did the last game. First half was great. Now here at the halftime, it's the Wi-Fi is heading back downhill again for whatever reason. So I'm gonna stop the broadcast. We're gonna start it back up here hopefully shortly, and before the start of the second half, we'll see what we can figure out. So again, we'll be back here. Don't go anywhere, folks. Just stay put. We'll be back here on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. So hopefully things are back and are going to be better than ever now. Tried to change things up a little bit. I actually ended up, after I stopped the broadcast, I ended up selecting a different Wi-Fi, see if it can be a little bit better, and it was drastically better. So hopefully things will work out now and we won't have to worry about any more of this. But again, we apologize there for any inconvenience. But I didn't feel comfortable in continuing the broadcast, and I didn't want the video to be glitchy. Redbeard didn't want the video to be glitchy because we all know it's Redbeard's fault. I'm just kidding, but just a little Wi-Fi issue right there. Hopefully we'll be back and reared and ready to go now, and hopefully won't have any more issues. But again, that was the first scoring right there here in the third quarter. The made basket right there by Newcastle. And the Raiders down by 6. Right side here, Meek will hand it off there to Hart. A little shot fake there of Thrasher. Up down low, Watson met there by Wise and Luce. And we're going to have a jump ball in which the possession arrow will stay right here with Newcastle. We'll have number 13, that is Morley Blessinger, back in. So an inbound play there along the baseline. Watson there underneath, kicks it up top here. Meek for 3, it's up. And no good. And Wise will come down there with a rebound. Her 6th now of the night. There's Lee with a corner 3, no good. Meek comes away with it right there, and here comes the Trojans back the other way. Blackburn here at the top, again out near half court. And off again, Hart here near the right wing. Screen set, the 3 is up, and the 3 is good. That was in the heart there from long range. And Wapahani will be forced to take another timeout. This will be their second charge timeout here of the night. Again, it is 38-29. Wapahani down by 9. We'll step aside and we'll be back right after this message.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
All right, folks, going to welcome back here again, 38-29. A little 5-0 run to begin this third quarter here by Newcastle. It led 33-29 at the half. Luce with a top the key 3, it's up, no good. So Meek again here on the run, down court there to Watson. And she's going to get called a traveling violation. And again, really good job there. Lauren Luce again getting down court. Again, just contesting the shot. Nothing special. She just did, exactly what you need to do to make a basketball play. And it really worked out. So now you've got to find a way to put some points on the board right here. Wise for 2, no good. There's Luce there with a rebound. That's now her 7th as we have an over-the-back foul here on Newcastle's number 15. Maddie Meek, her first, team's first of the half. Or pardon me, team's second. So another foul. It's going to send Layla Lee now to the line. Fouls on Watson. So that's her second, team's third. So again, good there with the first one there from Layla. Now 5 points on the night here for Lee. The second of 2 free throws will be up, and it will be good. So nicely done there by Layla Lee. 6 points now overall. Go along here with a couple of rebounds. And the Raiders now have gotten the lead down to 7. Blackburn, no good for 2. Watson there with a rebound and a putback. Thrasher there is loose. That's a screen. Thrasher for three, no good. Yeah, we got to start cranking it up here on the defensive end as far as the intensity goes. We came out, started the game right there like a ball of fire. I mean, bringing all kinds of intensity, creating turnovers. Everything was working for us, and so now that things are kind of, in some ways, kind of falling off a little bit, you can't let then your defense fall off. We've got to still make plays. We've got to still contest shots. We've still got to make it hard on the opponent. Really good defensive possession right there. So you got Thrasher that rebounded right there, now her third on the night. And so again, you pick away at the lead. Got to put points on the board here. No good there for Lee. So now you got to hustle back defensively. Luckily, right there, they didn't throw the ball down floor there to Blessinger. And we're going to have a timeout now from Newcastle with somehow 3:19 to play. I don't know how I got that far ahead. Nonetheless, here 40-31 Newcastle here in the third quarter. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back from timeout here, folks, again from the historic Chrysler Fieldhouse, largest and finest high school field house in the world. Again, first time we've been here, obviously this season. We'll be back here in a couple weeks, about 2.5, 3 weeks from now with the boys basketball team. That'll be another big game there. Newcastle's boys teams playing some really nice basketball so far this season. I believe they're 7-2. Wapahani, our boys, are 7-2 as well at the time. Three right there from Watson is up and good. And so, again, the Trojans have really cranked it up here on offense here in this second half. Again, after that slow start there in the first quarter, they've kind of, in some ways been able to kind of do what they've wanted to. Really kind of ever since. Shots have fallen. They're getting better shots. That shot's going to be blocked. But, again, that's where, we've got to do more on the defensive end. We've got to bring more intensity. We've got to play with a little bit more enthusiasm. It's always nice, we can, you can play like that when you're ahead in the game, but it's even more important to play like that when you're down in a game. You've got to, you have to play with that same kind of passion, that same kind of drive. There's a lot of time left in this ball game. A lot can happen. There's Layla Lee for three, no good. There's Malaya York there with a rebound and a putback. Talk about being at the right place at the right time. Beautifully done right there by Malaya. So first points, first rebound of the night. And there's a turnover from Newcastle. Good job right there, taking that one coast to coast. Completing the deal right there. So Layla now with 8 points, 2 rebounds. Hart here at the top, screen set. A nice denial there from Wise. Shots up the basket, good, and the foul. So she'll head to the line here for one more. Fouls on number 20, Emma Blackburn. That's her fourth. Team's fourth. And so I'm just going to say this right here, right now. What's happened the last 3 possessions here? Newcastle's turned the ball over. Why have they turned the ball over? Wapahani's picked it up on the intensity on the defensive end. Then what's happened then after that? We've then translated that into points on the offensive end. That should have been a traveling violation, but a 2-point bucket right there. But again, you're getting stops, and then that's translating then into points on our offensive end. That's where it all starts, folks. You got to play good defense. 3 is up and no good. Wise will corral the rebound. Now her 7th. York up top to Thompson. Now to Layla Lee. Cross-court pass. York here with the right side 3, no good again. Rebounded by number 5, Ava Stearns. So again, Newcastle slow things up, ahead by 8 here with a $1:09 to play here in the third. Good job here by Baker, staying right there with her, getting up there on her opposition. Stearns back there to Blackburn that time. Got a little too close. Ended up getting right there with a reaching foul here on Baker, her second, team's first of the half. Bats will have Thrasher and Luce back in the game for Lee and Baker. And 44 seconds to play here in the third. Meek there with an inbound there to Hart. Meek for 3, can't leave her open because she'll do that one about near every time. That young lady has had one heck of a game. Thrasher over to York, down low, that is Lauren Luce, back outside again. In all honesty, right here if you're Wapahani, I'd hope for the last shot of the quarter. Off the mark right there. And that's going to be a traveling violation. Again, that same thing happened earlier. Got away with it that first time, not so much the second time. So we'll have Luce and then, not Luce, Lee, and then Baker back in the game, this time for York and Thompson. Luce will inbound it. Inbounded there to Wise. Pushes it up floor, over to Lee for 3. It's up and no good. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So again, it's Newcastle 48, Wapahani 37. We will step aside here for a break. Again, we'll be back here with the start of the fourth here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, folks. Again, welcome back here on the WHS Network as we begin the fourth quarter. Again, here from the historic Chrysler Fieldhouse here in Newcastle, Indiana. Again, if Yards is joining us here for the first time, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Hey, and there's Lauren Luce. Yes, well, the Rainmaker. First points on the night. Or no, pardon me. That is now her 5th point on the night there for Lauren Luce. There's Meek for 3, and that one's going to rattle through for 3 more. I'll tell you what, she has absolutely killed us here tonight from beyond the arc. It's got to be close to her 5th or 6th 3 on the evening. At least 5 of them. Luce here for 3 again, no good. And that's going to be A foul here on Layla Lee. That's going to be her second, team second of the half. But again, we've got to get out there. Meek and Hart. Those are the two of the deadly women there from beyond the arc. But shoot the lights out of the gym, not a problem. But again, majority of those shots when they've taken them, they've been open. They really haven't had much of a hand in the face. That's where you've got to crank it up here on the defensive end. We started seeing that. We got the game within 6. And then now, we've kind of eased off a little bit more. Seeing a little bit more of it now here in this possession, which that's nice. Nice job right there. Wise doing an excellent job. Again, that was loose that technically got that rebound right there, and that's going to be a offensive foul. So Wise will pick up her third. Team's third of the second half. Meek driving right side, no good, and is going to be a foul here, and I'm not sure, that might be on Layla Lee. And indeed it will be. So Layla will now pick up her third, team's fourth. And so it's going to be 2 shots here for Maddie Meek. First one's going to be up and good. Second free throw attempt up and good. So now a 13-point lead. Into the corner here to Thrasher. Lee now over to Luce. A 3 is up. No good. And again, now, one thing you don't want to start doing is now thinking, we've got to settle for 3s. I'm still, if I'm Wapahani right here, you still got to attack the rim. But again, you've got to be smart about when you do it. You just can't go, trucking somebody over and thinking, you're not going to get a foul called. You've got to be aware of the situation, got to be aware of your surroundings and everything that goes on. So a foul here on Watson, her third, team's fifth. But it's definitely going right at the rim right here. Baker for 3, it's up, no good. And so, it just makes it looks like we're just settling. You don't want to just settle. You want a high percentage shot. And that wasn't a bad shot right there from Baker. Not by any means, but again, what have we done now the last 3 or 4 possessions here? We've settled for 3s. And that might be the quickest way essentially, I guess, to get us back into the game. But I still like the idea, attacking the rim, getting to the basket, and then forcing the hand of the defense, because you're going to break them down. You're going to break them down. The more success you have on the inside, the more they're going to have to guard you a little bit better. It's going to open more parts of the game on the outside as well. But you're now clinging on to time here. You only have 5:40 left. Still, again, plenty of time here, but you've got to start picking it up on both ends of the floor, which, it's obvious, and, it's not that these girls don't know that. But, you're in a tough situation here now, again, where, you've got to find some points, and you've got to find it quick to get yourself, back within striking distance right here toward, the final couple minutes of the ball game. Good. Make sure to stay with us here following the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Again, we'll have our Raiders Live post-game show recapping this one here tonight. Again, we'll be back in action tomorrow night with Wapahani Raider boys basketball. Big MEC conference game at Eastern Hancock. So we hope you all can tune in there for that one. So let's see what the Raiders are made of right here. Again, down by 13. Still got some time. Three is up and no good. Hart will track down the rebound, and behind the back finesse right there. And then foul there underneath. And that looks to be on Lee again, and it will be. So Layla will now pick up her fourth, team's fifth. And back to the line will be number 15, Maddie Meek. Free throws up and good. Second one up and good as well. So Wise will push it up floor quickly. Into the corner. Baker for three. It's up. No good. Blackburn to the right side of the paint. Hands it off to Watson, and now back out to Blackburn again. Nice defense there from Baker, again staying right there with her. Watson here at the low post. Guarded by Wise. Shots up, and it's good for two more. Cross-court pass there to Lee, up top to Wise. Another three. It's up, no good. Meek no good there with the left hand. And potentially over the back on Newcastle, and that's what we'll have, and that's going to be on number 3, Emma Hart. It's going to be her third, team sixth. So inbounded here to Cameron Wise. Again, heavily guarded by number 13, Blessinger. Left side, Wise no good. Rebounded there by Meek. It's Newcastle pushing up floor quickly here. Blessinger, they're right there for two more. And we're going to have another timeout here from Wapahani. So they will have 2 timeouts remaining. As we will step aside again here for a timeout of our own. It's Newcastle 59, Wapahani 40 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
All righty, folks, again, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again, just under 4 minutes to play here in regulation here tonight. It's a 19-point lead here for the Lady Trojans. Up top here to Thrasher. Drives left side, kicks it out. Lee for three. It's up, no good. Luce there with the backside rebound. Now Baker, no good. And Luce keeps padding that rebound total. And that is actually now 10 rebounds here on the night. So a turnover, and now a timeout from Newcastle. So they now have 2 timeouts remaining. And this will be a 30-second timeout here on the floor. So we'll go ahead and stick right here with you again. We would like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. So a big thanks here to Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin, and they're located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they've been servicing the community since 1982. If you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, make sure to contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. So as we get back to basketball here, again, just under 3.5 to play. Off the mark right there, and loose ball coming up with it there was J.C. Reeves. Takes it inside, forces the foul, and so she will head to the line for one more, or for two of them, actually. So the foul's going to be here on Layla Lee. So that's going to be her 5th, team's 6th. And I think she's picked up, I believe, 4 of her 5 here within like the last 7 minutes of this ball game. 7 or 8 minutes. Because, you know, I mean, obviously it dates back to the third quarter, but nonetheless here, Reeves up and no good there on the first one. So she will be at the line here for one more. Free throw attempt will be up and no good. Rebounded there by Baker. Second rebound here on the night. Cross-court pass. Baker here with the basketball. Hand off to Thrasher. Baker here for 3. It's up, no good. I mean, we have absolutely went stone cold here on offense. And again, you know, not trying to, you know, say anything bad, but we've settled for these outside shots. You know, and, you know, even when we was down by, you know, 9, 11 points, you know, you've got to continue to look to the inside. You know, you've got to attack the rim because, you know, most of these threes, even though, you know, we have had a couple of good looks, don't get me wrong, you know, we've, you know, been pretty contested, you know, and a good portion of those 3-point opportunities. So, you know, you want to take a high percentage shot, you know, and you got to get yourself back into it. So we'll see Thompson back in the game. 2:40 to play. Inbounded here to Blackburn. And Baker took a little bit of a nasty spill right there. Hopefully she's all right. She seems to be. And you just got to keep battling right here. You know, you got 2:34 to play. You're Wapahani right here. You want to make this the best 2 minutes and 34 seconds you play tonight. You know, we've had some really good moments throughout this ball game, but you want to end it here on a good note. You know, it might not exactly end up the result, you know, wise where you want to be at here, but you know, you can at least end this game on a positive note, you know, from a overall standpoint of you know, yourself mentally here, keeping yourself in it. So we'll see number 5, Stearns, and number 13, Blessinger back in. Inbounded right there. Look at Emily Thompson getting in there, taking it right away. 6th turnover now for Newcastle here in the second half. And then Thompson's going to be fouled there on the other end. So good job there. Again, you get the takeaway. You go coast to coast. Force the foul. Attack the rim. Good stuff. Foul there on Watson. That's her 4th. Team 7th. So the Raiders now in the bonus, but this will be a 2-shot foul here for Emily Thompson. That's the first one be up and no good. Second of 2 will be up and knocks home that one. So 1 of 2 there for Emily. First point on the night. And the Raiders, that's going to be out of bounds off Newcastle. Nicely done. So the Raiders create another turnover. Actually here with a minute and 53, or minute 54 seconds. Shot there by Thrasher up, no good. Thompson there with another rebound, her second. Now Baker for 3, yes. And a timeout now from Wapahani. And this will be a full timeout here on the floor. So again, it is 59-44. Like the resiliency here from Wapahani. Hopefully, again, you finish strong right here. Again, not the result that you was hoping for, unfortunately. Just some things just went bad for us. Turnovers there in the first half. We've done a much better job of taking better care of the basketball here in the second half. But then our defense has faltered, and we haven't been as aggressive on the offensive end, unfortunately. So it's just one of those things. Free throws, we've let's see, we are 6 of 15 from the free throw line. So you leave 9 points out there. But there's also good things too. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here. I don't want I don't want anybody to think that, but I think this could definitely be very different. And it's not to discredit Newcastle whatsoever, but I think things would be very different if we would have done things differently as far as being more aggressive on both ends of the floor here in the second half. We haven't been nearly as aggressive, especially right there towards the end of the third and throughout this fourth quarter right here. We've just kind of settled. But our defense, starting to get a little bit better here the last couple minutes, which that's obviously a good thing. We've ended up creating, 15 turnovers tonight, which that's really good. Don't get me wrong, and that's going to be thrown out of bounds, and they're saying it was last touch here by Wapahani. Inbounded there to Watson. Taking it right on in there for 2 more. Emma Hart makes that back to a 17-point lead. So now, if you're looking here for Newcastle, just kind of hold the ball, and instead we'll go ahead and foul. Not exactly sure the point of that one. But nonetheless, here the foul here on Kendall Thrasher, her third, team's 8th. And we will have, that was Maddie Meek back at the line here for the 1-and-1. So again, the Raiders will have now Judy Dargo in the game and Destiny Felder as well as Zoe Swallow. Free throw attempt will be up and good. So we've got Vaughn and back in here. And a free throw is going to be up and good there with the second one as well. So 2 for 2. Again there for Meek. Thompson to the right side here to Zoe Swallow. Drives it to the middle, kicks it out. Destiny Felder finds Judy Dargo. Shot's no good. Bailey Carpenter again, she just came into the game. She's got to put a couple points up on the board right there. So that's her first points on the night. And so again, the Raiders unfortunately will fall to 11-5 here with this loss tonight. Newcastle will now improve to 8-5. Okay then, or 8-7. Pardon me, I was distracted there. Swallow here for 3, makes it rain. I guess that kind of evens them up there a little bit. So you have a final score here tonight, folks. 66-49 is your score here tonight. Again, make sure to stay right here with us. Again, we'll have our Raiders Live post-game show coming up, recapping tonight's action, as well as give you our final stat line, and then talk about our upcoming broadcast tomorrow night and Saturday nights right here on the WHS Network. So again, stay right here with us. Got more coming your way here on the WHS Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
You're greatly appreciated. Baker here for 3, knocks out pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. That's going to get over. Gilman with a double and scored, and that's a deep fly ball left field, and it's going to be gone. All right, folks, welcome back here to our Raiders Live post-game show again, presented by Dr. Kerdze Wolf Family Dentistry, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. And final score here this evening, the Newcastle Lady Trojans 66, your Wapahani Lady Raiders 49. Tough night at the office here for Wapahani, unfortunately. Got off to a great start to the evening. 10-1 lead right there in the first quarter. Newcastle took a timeout. And I think it then got down to 10-7, if I remember correctly. Then we went up 13-7 after we took a timeout, and then they ended that first quarter on a 9-0 run. End up leading 17-13 there at the end of one. had a 33 to 29 lead at the half. So it was kind of back and forth there in the second quarter. Then the third quarter, they got up, I believe, to right around 13 points. We narrowed it down to 6 after 3 consecutive turnovers there from Newcastle. We started cranking the defense up a couple notches, and then we was able to then reciprocate that into points then on the offensive end, and got ourselves right back in it. And it was looked like we put ourselves in a good position, and then things kind of went off the rail again for us. And then Newcastle, you had Maddie Meek. Goodness sakes, young lady, she ended up finishing with 32 points tonight. I guarantee you. I mean, I usually don't keep stats necessarily for the other team because I got a whole lot of other stuff going on with everything else I do. I'm doing about 5 things at one time, so I don't really need one more extra thing. But I would be willing to bet you that 21, I would say 18 to 21 of those 32 points come from beyond the arc. Guarantee you that much. So she was a killer throughout the evening here. They have a good team over there. And I said that before. Don't really focus too much on the big school aspect, the big venue like this. Don't worry so much about the record. Newcastle plays a tough schedule. They play against tough teams. So 7-7, that doesn't necessarily represent how good or how bad of a team they are. They just play tough opponents. And we come in here tonight, got off to a good start, and then that was pretty much it, though. And we could never really get things going for ourselves on both ends of the floor. I think and again, I've said this numerous times, but I don't want anybody thinking I'm sitting here trying to bash our team. That's not the case whatsoever. But the game is what it is. We had too many turnovers there in the first half. We ended up having 11. Much better in the second half. I think we ended up finishing up with 4 there in the second half, 15 for the ball game. But I think we just kind of lost ourselves on the defensive end. I think that, that's still, for me, that's where it always begins and ends. You've got to have good defense especially to beat good teams. And I thought this Newcastle team was pretty good. I don't think they was great, but I think they was definitely pretty good. But you've got to bring more intensity, more passion on the defensive end, and make it harder for them. And that's one thing we've really been good at for a majority of the year. I mean, we coming into the night, we're only averaging, as far as points allowed defensively, we only allow right about 39 points a game. This is a good defensive team that we have here. Unfortunately, that just really didn't. I don't think it really showed as much here tonight. I think definitely in spurts, I thought we definitely showed how good of a defensive team we have. But then on the offensive end as well, you get down and then you start just chucking up shots because you're trying to get back into it instead of, again, I'm a big-time believer in attacking the rim. I think, from an offensive standpoint, you've got to look to go at the basket every possession down floor. If you have an outside shot open, sure, you take it. But, that outside shot's going to be open more than likely because of a screen or because you drove the ball inside and then the defense collapses. I would have liked to have seen us do a little bit more of that instead of just settling for outside shots, especially there in the second half. We did a lot of good things. Like I said, how we started the night, and we kept battling throughout the evening here. I don't think there was any doubt about that. We just couldn't get over the hump. And, you just got to continue to get better from this, learn from this ball game here tonight. I think regardless of win or loss, you always have something to learn from each and every ball game. And so, you learn from this one tonight, get back at it next week. The Lady Raiders will be back in action in the Delaware County Tournament. That will be next Tuesday night at Daleville. Or not at Daleville, against Daleville, but it's going to be at Yorktown. I believe that is a 6 p.m. start time there next Tuesday evening. So that's when they'll be back in action next. learn from this tonight, get better, and be ready to play come next Tuesday night. Delaware County tournament time. It's always big time of the year, big games, and we've got to be ready to go. And I believe that we will be. Head coach Scott Hudson and his coaching staff knows how to get these girls ready to go, and I expect that to be the same come Tuesday night next week. So we'll end things here. Got some final stat line here for Wapahani. The Raiders were led here tonight by Reese Baker and Cameron Wise, both with 13 points each. Cameron Wise there, 13.7 rebounds. Reese Baker, 13.2 rebounds. Next we have Layla Lee with 8 points, 2 rebounds. Lauren Lutz with 5 points and 10 rebounds. She really played really well here tonight. Kendall Thrasher with 3 points, 3 rebounds. Zoe Sawalo there with 3 points. Also Bailey Carpenter with 2 points. And then Emily Thompson with 1 point and 2 rebounds. Again for, let's see, I can't remember. I can't remember if I said Malia York or not, but Malia York also had 2 points and 1 rebound. So again, a grand total 49 points scored here for Wapahani. Again, your Lady Raiders now fall to 11-5 here on the season. Again, they'll be back at it next Tuesday night. Us on the broadcast, we'll be back at it tomorrow night. We've got boys basketball the next 2 nights. Tomorrow night, your Wapahani Raider boys basketball team will be traveling to Eastern Hancock, a big MEC conference battle there coming up tomorrow night. Please come on out, support the team, root them on. We'll have it live right here on the WHS network, so we hope you all can tune in tomorrow evening at Eastern Hancock. Again, the Royals ranked number 7 in Class 2A, coming in 7-1 on the season tomorrow night. Wapahani 7-2, and then Saturday night we'll be back on the road again, traveling to Muncie Burris. Thankfully, a much shorter trip for us, but again, Wapahani taking on the Muncie Burris Owls on Saturday evening. So next 2 nights are Wapahani Raider boys basketball. We hope you all can tune in and spend your evening here with us. But again, we want to thank you guys for joining us here this evening. Again, it's Newcastle 66, Wapahani 49, the final score here tonight. And until tomorrow night, folks, again, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Chrysler Fieldhouse.